As you begin thinking about next year's schedule, we would like to take you on a short tour of many unique learning opportunities here at AHS. We feature 12 main areas of study: finance, journalism, education, hospitality and tourism, computer science, architecture and construction, manufacturing, transportation, agriculture, cosmetology, and nursing. No matter which path you choose, our teachers are committed to giving you the education and experience to excel in your chosen field. This video will highlight each area of study and hopefully answer a few of your questions along the way.
Hello, I'm Mr. Galvan. I'm part of the Business Education Department. Within our department, we offer a variety of classes that include Principles of Business, Business Information Management 1, Business Information Management 2, Accounting 1, Accounting 2. So we feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you to grow and learn. So if you're interested in learning about anything related to the world of business, this is where you'll find us.
Upon successful completion of this pathway, you can earn a business and industry endorsement. Currently, Mr. Galvan offers a Microsoft Office certification in BIM 2, QuickBooks certification in Accounting 2, and various customer service certifications in Business Management and Career Prep. All of these classes provide the opportunity to learn about real-world and business concepts. In addition, you will gain a variety of skills based on hands-on learning experiences. These classes offer students experience-based learning environments that can truly take them beyond the class and into their future.
I got to be very independent and rely on myself, and I think that's a skill for the future.
The first class you will need to take will depend on the pathway that you would like to choose. If you are following the business management pathway, you will take BIM 1, BIM 2, Principles of Business, and Business Management in that order.
For BIM 1, I learned basic skills with Microsoft Office. I learned a lot of skill traits that you need for the future, such as grit. In BIM 2, I learned more advanced skills in Microsoft Office, and I was able to get certified. I felt like I accomplished a lot.
In business management, we learn about how to run a business, and so especially with a business degree, if I go to college for a business degree, that'll help me. It'll help me anywhere. Like if I wanted to go be in music, I could go to the music industry with a business degree and be a manager, be a producer, just with a business degree. So like the possibilities are endless.
If you are following the financial pathway, you must take Principles of Business before you are able to take classes such as Accounting 1 or Financial Mathematics.
For Accounting 1, I'm learning accounting principles, being able to understand all those and being able to hopefully do that, try to understand those in the future and hopefully use that to my advantage.
Hi, I'm Ms. Yarbrough. I teach journalism, photojournalism, broadcast journalism, and yearbook. If you love to write, have an eye for photography or design, or you just love to be on camera, this is the place to be.
Although there is no endorsement offered through journalism, the many skills learned in these classes are related to endorsements in business and industry. In these classes, you will gain a working knowledge of multiple Adobe programs such as Photoshop, Lightroom, and Final Cut Pro X. Adobe does certify in each of these programs, but they are not currently offered in class. Students can expect to learn skills that will carry them through high school and beyond.
I'm learning how to be responsible, and I'm learning time management, and it helps a lot having deadlines so that I don't rush everything and I know when it needs to be done, so I prepare myself to get it done by that day.
Some skills I have gained are definitely how to interact more with my peers. Due to us having to go out, interview, and get the stuff we need, you have to be interactive and get to know everybody.
Good writing and speaking skills are a necessity regardless of your plans after high school. Hands-on use of cameras, recording equipment, and editing software can be a stepping stone to a career not only in the field of journalism, but into many other fields as well.
The most interesting thing I've done is we went to Big Bend and I got to learn how to shoot the Milky Way and the proper way to use your camera for nighttime photography. The thing I've found to be the most challenging was my time management, because you have other classes you still have to pass and take care of their work, and you have a lot to get done in here too.
Satisfactorily completing Intro to Journalism is the first step towards signing up for yearbook, photojournalism, or broadcast journalism. You must have teacher recommendation to enroll in yearbook, photojournalism, or broadcast.
I'm Mrs. Azam, and I teach in the education and training sector of the school. I teach human growth and development, principles of education, and also will be over the TEP program. If you take my courses and you get the 4 credits, then you can earn the public service endorsement.
If you successfully complete all 4 credits in the education and training area and pass your tests, you will earn a local certification that will qualify you to apply to work as an aide within the district. All of these classes taught will provide skills that will prepare students for life after high school. Human growth and development will teach you about all the developmental stages in a human's lifespan. This information can be very useful for parents, teachers, workers in human services, or people in the medical profession. Principles of Education prepares students to be TEPs their senior year. You will learn about typical development of school-age children, teaching strategies, social concerns that affect the classroom, and many other topics that teachers deal with. In TEP, which is a double block, you will have the opportunity to work with students and teachers at the other campuses in the district. You will have hands-on experiences with lesson planning, teaching, working with groups of students, as well as individual students. You will be given the unique opportunity of seeing the teacher profession from the inside. Human Growth and Development is the first class you have to take for this pathway, but you may sign up for both Human Growth and Development and Principles of Education at the same time. Principles of Education is the prerequisite for TEP. You must successfully complete Principles of Education and have the teacher's recommendation to enroll in TEP.
One of the big things that I've learned in this class is how to understand teenagers and smaller children better, because they're pretty confusing. I have always had the interest in working with kids, and so maybe I become a teacher. I don't know yet, really. The most challenging thing for me was probably remembering and understanding all of the different theories that we have learned, because a lot of them are very complicated.
In this class, we're kind of going over the different ages and like how they develop over the years, and we're trying to toggle with what age we might want to teach in the future, maybe when we get to TEP next year. About a week ago, we got to do a presentation over how we've grown from our past childhood years to where we are now, and we got to look through some old archives to find old photos, and that was a lot of fun.
My name is Mrs. Karanko. I teach Principles of Hospitality and Tourism, Intro to Culinary Arts, and Culinary Arts. If you choose my courses, the endorsement you will have will be Business and Industry.
If you choose her course pathway, you will earn a Business and Industry endorsement. During the second course, Intro to Culinary Arts, you will earn a Food Handler Safety and Sanitation Certificate. This certificate is required by law for all restaurants in Texas. This certificate has helped several of her students secure jobs simply because they already had it.
I'm preparing for the future by learning how to safely do stuff in the kitchen by using all the utensils, and since I work at CC's, this helps me a lot.
These courses offer many different skills that will help students after high school.
I've learned how to work with different appliances, and I've learned about how to handle them carefully and properly.
Learning how to use the cooking utensils, the cooking methods, and things like sauteing. It might seem really easy at first, but there's actually a correct and wrong way to do those things.
You will learn how restaurants and hotels are managed, proper safety and sanitation in the kitchen, and cooking principles and basic preparations.
The most interesting thing I've done is learn about all the procedures in the kitchen, the safety and all the measurements, and how to set up a proper weighted kitchen.
The first class you must take for this pathway is Principles of Hospitality and Tourism. After completing that, students are required to successfully complete Intro to Culinary Arts before being accepted into the double block Culinary Arts class.
You're going to have to be in the classroom, read the book, and actually listen to your teacher talk about those cooking methods. So I would have to say that's the most difficult thing.
My name is Mr. Fleming. I teach computer science, robotics, and game design. These tie into the new computer science STEM cluster.
You can earn the national certification in Java if you choose this pathway. It does require work outside the classroom. The certification is high standard and can open doors for jobs while you attend college. For the right company, it might even pay for your college.
I'm learning a lot about computers, a lot about programming, definitely a lot about how this can be applied to my college. The most interesting thing I've done in this course is learn an entire aspect of computers. It's an entirely other language.
Students may learn many useful skills to help them in the future. In computer science, you will learn to create the software that allows the computer to solve given problems. The ability to develop the steps to solving a problem is a part of life.
In robotics, we are learning how to structure not only electronic components, but also metal structures. So things that will benefit me in the future would be like building a rover. The structural components and making sure that's sturdy enough to travel over rough terrain. The most interesting thing I've done in robotics, I had to act as a student ambassador at robotics meets. So being able to talk to other teams and discover what they've done to help them make them so successful would probably be one of the most interesting things.
The most challenging thing in this class is starting from scratch. You have to essentially take an entirely blank document and fill it up with information, but once you get a hang of that, you can really move forward with it.
The most challenging would be this year. We've had to develop a robot that grips square cubes and lift them up to 2 feet in the air, even though we're limited to a 1.5 foot bot.
In robotics, you will also be learning how to solve problems and be a part of a national organization with a huge scholarship fund, which is currently $60 million.
Hi, I'm Mark Reisenhoover. I teach some construction classes, principles of construction, principles of architecture. We take drawings that people have in their mind, things that they want to make. We put them down on paper, and then we take raw material and we start to shape that material and cut that material until it becomes what we had imagined in the first place.
Mr. Reisenhoover teaches Principle of Construction, Principles of Architecture, Architectural Design, and Construction Management. Some skills a student can expect to learn that will prepare them for life after high school would be students will learn how to visualize a project and be able to draw it so others can build it.
This is my box that I built in construction tech. I built it so I could put sodas, waters.
I've been in this class for 2 years so far, and I've learned how to make box joints to putting my own probably project together so far.
Also, you will do math, measure, sketch, use machinery, and assemble projects. The first course required to take for this pathway is Principles of Construction or Principles of Architecture.
The most interesting thing I've done in this class is that we've built router cabinets.
Upon successful completion of these courses, you will receive a business and industry endorsement.
All right, my name is Wayne Sales, and I teach 3 different classes. I teach Principles of Manufacturing, which is the first year, usually sophomores. Second year, I teach Welding 1, which is juniors and some seniors, and then the third year, I teach Welding 2.
Mr. Sell's pathway is manufacturing.
I've learned many different skills, from cutting to just laying out to even like how to be safe in the shop. That's one of our most important things. Most challenging was layout, because you have a plan in your head, but bringing it out to life, I think that's the most difficult part of it.
Industry certifications can be earned if you take the dual credit welding classes. The last 2 years of taking these classes can earn you 16 college credits towards a Level 1 certification. 4 additional hours are needed to be taken through Odessa College to get Level 1 certification. At Odessa College, students can earn the following certifications: Level 1 and 2, and even an associate's degree in welding technology. Upon successful completion of these courses, students will receive a business and industry endorsement. The first class you must take for this pathway is Principles of Manufacturing.
Interesting thing was probably build the windmill. The windmill is a project that I'm doing for like my personal use.
I'm Mr. Mayberry. I teach 3 classes of engine power and transportation, and I teach 2 classes of Auto Tech 1, and that's a double block class, and I teach 2 classes of Auto Tech 2, which is also a double block class.
Mr. Mayberry teaches energy and power transportation. Students on this pathway may earn the business and industry endorsement. Upon successful completion of these courses, you may earn the Automotive Service Excellence Certification.
Some of the skills I've learned would have to be through the bookwork that we do, the ASE certification and stuff like that. Those are going to help me out.
Students will learn many skills that will help them in the future, such as learning by doing as you take on maintenance and repair of autos and work on simple engine systems to power and performance machines.
Most challenging thing we did was change the rear suspension on this Cobra.
You will leave this class with the knowledge and skills necessary to work in repair shops, car dealerships, or your own garage.
The skills that I'm learning is learning how to change the suspension, the oil change, and more to the car.
The first class required for this pathway is Energy, Power, and Transportation.
The most challenging is having patience, because if it doesn't go your way the first time, you're going to have to try multiple times.
I'm Ms. McDowell. I teach Advanced Animal Science, Principles of Agriculture, Wildlife and Ecology, Food Tech, and Ag Mechanics. That includes the FFA, which is the extracurricular activity. And my endorsement for our classes is the Business and Industries.
If you choose this pathway, it offers several industry certifications to students, such as Hunters, Boaters, and Anglers Ed in the course Wildlife, Food Safety and Science Certification in Food Tech, Principles of Small Engine Technology Certification in Ag Mechanics in BFU, BQA, and PQA in Advanced Animal Science. Skills learned in this class will last a lifetime and impact your everyday life. From learning how to change a tire, how to take care of animals, to learning what is really in your food and everything in between.
The most interesting thing that we do some activities that, even though they may seem kind of iffy, like making food, of course, but that's all ended up to teach us about what all is in there and what all it does for your body.
Your senior year, you can take Advanced Animal Science as a senior science credit. There is also FFA, in which you can participate in judging contests, show animals, or have another type of agriculture-related topic. Students must take Principles of Agriculture first before you can take any other course. Then you may take any of the courses offered.
The most challenging, I would have to say, is identifying certain things, and there will always come a few confusing things to learn about, but once you get it all down in the end, the knowledge is worth it.
Laura Mullins. I teach Intro, Cosmetology 1, and Cosmetology 2.
This course prepares students to begin a career as a licensed cosmetologist upon passing the exam issued by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. This test is taken your senior year.
The skills that you will be gaining for your future here is learning how to be patient and learning your creative side.
The first class you must take in this career pathway is Intro to Cosmetology. Upon successful completion of this course, you may enroll in Cosmetology 1, followed by Cosmetology 2. Each of these advanced Cosmo courses are 3-hour blocks each day.
The most challenging thing about this career is dealing with people. You just learn to be patient and just learn how to deal with them.
For me, the most interesting thing I've done is nail art. I really love nail art, even though I'm not the best at it, but it's always fun to practice and work on that.
The Business and Technology Center also offers programs for students to take. Mr. Robert teaches HVAC training. This program can be taken your junior year. HVAC training provides knowledge and skills training in air conditioning and basic refrigeration. Also offered at the Business Technology Center is the Licensed Vocational Nurse Program.
My name is Sheena Webb. I teach maternal newborn, health sciences, and NHI 1.
Students taking these courses will earn a public service endorsement.
The knowledge that I'm gaining to prepare me for my future would be learning how to take care of a patient in the hospital setting.
These classes prepare you to go straight to work as an LVN or to continue your education to become a registered nurse.
The most interesting thing I've done in this course was definitely the clinicals. You're up on your feet for 12 hours and you had to keep all these patients in your mind and make sure you follow up and check on them.
In order to sign up for this program, students need to take anatomy, health, and medical terminology classes. You must have a 3.0 GPA, pass all 3 sections of the TSI, and go through an interview process.
One thing about this program is you have to be dedicated. You have to take it seriously. It's not like your high school English class where you can just walk in and get by. You have to put in the work. You have to do the notes. You have to try. And you have weekly tests. You have state tests that you have to do. There's a lot more that goes into it than just high school work. And obviously you have to pass your high school classes to pass this. So if you're not passing that, you're not passing this and you'll get kicked out.
The nursing program is a 3-hour block your junior and senior year. Students graduate high school as an LVN, which is a licensed vocational nurse.
And the most challenging is definitely giving up the summer. In the spring, your weekends are gone because those take up your Saturdays. So you definitely give a lot of free time for this program, but it's worth it.
Now is the time you will choose your elective courses and begin walking the path that leads to your future success. It's time to really think about the question everyone always asks. What do you want to be when you grow up?